show is moving at a lightning fast pace right now, so I'm making it a point to get these next 2 days out to you as quick as I can so we can sooner be caught up on all the chaos. Thank you for the continued support on the channel, legitimately only a week old now. I appreciate you guys sharing these rundowns around the community. Please do like and sub if you enjoy, and let me know where I can up my game. Now, day 28 began with a scream at Letty from our guy Ben.
Taking this competition seriously! You care for money? Why are you fucking trying? Try harder! You're not trying hard enough! Try fucking harder!
It immediately set her in a meth head mode, with her making a target out of Josie, dumping coffee onto her bed and floor, then rubbing her plushie in it. Josie, the stoic squaw that she is, calmly removed the blanket and wiped up the soda, but is then gaslit by Jet into believing that Sylvia is the one who did it, and sends her on an investigation to find out why she was targeted. First, she speaks to Letty.
I'm here to ask where you were about 30 minutes ago. You were upstairs, yes?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about a brown drink being spilled on my bed?
A brown drink? I was in here.
Seemingly somewhat evading suspicion, then she talks to Sylvia.
I was just been laying in bed, like, I finally just got out of the room to piss just a second ago and there's no toilet paper in there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So yeah, I've just been chilling here. I don't think it'd be like Chris events.
It's not Chris events. We were downstairs during the time of the crime.
What did it happen?
A drink was poured on my bed. What would you say if a higher up told me it was you? Why do you think they would do that?
Just to fuck with you?
Josie knows enough by this point to not blindly trust the producers, Jet especially, so she's not sure who actually committed the crime. She briefly consults with Vance and ultimately decides that she has to go with purely out of gut feeling here, since it legitimately could be either of the two suspects. Josie decides that it's probably Sylvia and takes the best course of action that she can, doing the exact same makeup style as Sylvia, but was unfortunately interrupted by Jet. He gathers the fish in the living room to announce today's minigame, the custodian, in which the hardest working cleaner of the day will be awarded a fish buck. Needless to say, they get right to work. And yet, even with $500 on the line, Letty could not be fucked to actually clean. Meanwhile, with the tank being in a downward week according to the production team, they have to make sure they hit their quarterly goals with ad reads.
You got it.
With Bass Boss's custom EQ presets, even new users can get clean sound that is fun.
The cleaning challenge continues with Josie and Vance being the very clear leaders here. Josie cleans consistently every day, but given the nature of the challenge, Vance does seem to be putting more elbow grease in, and it showed, as he was ultimately awarded a fish buck for his efforts. Side note, outside of the tank, Twitter was blowing up because of this cryptic message from Frank Hassel.
I'll be back.
Perhaps his return will be sooner than we think. We then get rudely interrupted by what sounds like some riffraff calling for the fish downstairs.
Get your bitch ass on the yard! Bitch ass on the yard! Let's go! Come on! What the fuck?
Letty's busy cleaning the poop up in her room.
I don't give a fuck what Letty doing. Letty, get your ass down here. Let's go!
Hey, get that poopy ass down here.
Jet is here to announce today's official challenge, the Gang War Challenge.
I got my first 32 when I was 15. I started slanging, selling drugs, doing my shit, and I even have a failed rap career. Here's the thing, y'all. This city's tough. It runs on drugs, blood, liquor, Henny, guns, bullets, crack, dope, fent, rock, heroin. So here's the thing. Man, this fish tank is some cracker ass shit. Some cracker jack type bullshit going down here. With all these white ass hoes walking around fucking making messes, cleaning messes, fucking breaking the couch with no carpet ass having.
Gotta let it go, shitty ass motherfucker poop shit having.
Here's how we gonna run this. From now on, Each floor in the house is a new set, and each set got a gang. We gonna divide this house into two warring factions, the Crips and the Bloods.
The fish are given street names accordingly. Letty is L-word, Josie is Jose, Vance is Pill, Sylvia is Peppa, and Chris is Fatty with a PH. Split into two factions, the Crips, comprised of Jose, Peppa, and Pill, and the Bloods, Fatty and L-word. No dead naming allowed, no breaking of character, and every infraction will result in a shadow point deduction. G-checking is also required when running into a member of the enemy gang. The winner gets 2 fish bucks. Letty ends up having to fix Chris a do-rag because they couldn't get a red shirt in his size. Meanwhile, the Crips sport their trademark blue flannels. The absolute chaos that only the projects can understand ensues.
And fucking red lipstick? I'm never repping fucking Bloods. Get that shit off me. I don't bleed red, I bleed blue.
Never been a bad pose?
Yeah.
Yo, bitch, you fucking waste some alcohol.
Take some red.
Damn right, something you made it. Yo, what the fuck? Hurry my shit, hurry my shit. No, you having that shit in your gut. Yeah. Put some baby powder on that shit. Run me my shit. We running the pockets too. Run me my shit. Hey, real talk about forget. I know, hold up. No, homies.
I know you hiding it in this fucking in your neck fold. I know you hiding it in your neck fold.
And I just gotta say one thing. Jose murders this challenge. You can tell that the time she spent with Damiel definitely rubbed off on her. She pulled some of the funniest bits that G could.
Get the fuck out. I'm taking this. Hell no, that's hard. We all on my back. Roll my shit. Shit down. Drop it. Drop it. Roll it. Roll my shit. Roll my shit. Yeah, get this shit out of here.
Hold up, we still got one more grip up here to make grip on.
You know, that's my main slime. That's my slime. Homie, that's my slime. Take what's yours. Oh my god, this is a trap phone. I got 2 phones. What you got ketchup in here for? What you got ketchup in here for? This shit's glue. This shit's ours.
Yo, we didn't go for hostages.
Yo, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't do shit. Oh, I'm good. He ain't gonna do shit to me. This shit's too easy. Favorite hers. Shit. He's squealing. He's scared. He's fucking squealing. You're scaring him.
Jose is easily the most confrontational on the turf. I guess coming off of the reservation, we should have expected as much. It's gotta be the combination of her mostly unassuming attitude sliding so well into the role, mixed with the fact that she clearly knows more than she lets on about the thug life. From her obsession with anime and plushies and whatnot, you just wouldn't really think that she'd fit in so well.
She's She's realizing
you running Peppa shit? You fucking this is my shit. Hey, yo, what's up? Come on. Run your shit, Peppa. Hey. Fuck your fucking shit, Ron. Hey. Where's Peppa shit? Hey, put that shit down. Put shit down. Where's my shit?
Our boy Fatty was not to be outdone though, as he was the other contestant that made it a point not to drop character either, putting on that slick Ebonic dialect.
Hey, no bitch ass motherfucker gonna come up here and try to take that home.
Tensions rose to a high as L-word tried hitting a lick on Jose's plushies, but her band had her back and they went on the offensive.
Jose! No! We busted through!
You ain't got shit, ho! You ain't got shit! Get out of here! We good!
The action seemed almost non-stop, with Jose continually starting beef. Pray for the hood. Finally, the waters calmed a bit, and Jit Neptune warned them of Mr. G's impending arrival.
What the fuck going on in here, man? I heard y'all some gang bangers and shit. Y'all out here thugging.
You heard right, Mr. G.
You better not talk to me like that, bitch. Y'all out here thugging, gang banging and shit? Is that what y'all think is cool?
Keep it respectable.
Hey, man. You ain't got to be about that killing lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because I already did that. I've been killing. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that, sis. Because your mama and your papa love you and shit. And I know that they do. And I know it's your papa dead, your mama dead. You got some cousins, you got your auntie. I know your grandmama love you. Look at me. These tears in my eyes. Hey, y'all. I'm here to get y'all cats an education. I'm here to get you a step up. You ain't got to be running around these streets no more. You gonna be educated in this shit. You gonna be educated. Yeah. That's why, I called some of my rapper friends. We raised a little money, you know what I'm saying? Yin yang, that's right. And I bought y'all some books.
Yo, thank you, Mr. G. Thank you, Mr. G.
This week's challenge and shit? Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be one of them elimination challenges and shit. Now you're gonna carry your little book bags with you all the motherfucking time. In the motherfucking bathroom. In the bed. In them hallways. You're gonna be carrying them books like a good little soldier, you know what I mean? Check it out, pimps. One of these books has a 2.2 star rating on Amazon. Translation, you don't want to be studying that shit. It will fuck you up. The other book, not saying it's this one. I did look at it reflexively, but it's not this one. Has a 5-star rating on Amazon. And is widely known as the source of PSAT prep that you need to be getting your ass studying. You heard?
The elimination challenge is here, and I could not think of a better way to lose this game than by being the most academically incompetent one in the house. I was beginning to think they were losing steam when it comes to the elimination ideas, but just when it seemed that the crew lost their gusto, they found it again. Mr. G ends up talking to Fatty and tells him that he needs to step up his game when chasing that L-word poo-tang.
Hey yo, does Lily have like a thing for you, homie?
I don't know.
These books?
Man, so serious, I can't really tell.
You actually have a thing for her and shit, or are you playing?
A little bit of a thing.
A little bit of a thing?
A little thing wrong, you know?
Homie, I think he needs to amp it up and shit.
We don't need to amp it up.
Because she seems rather receptive. I mean, I'm surprised at what I've been seeing on Twitter and shit, Playboy.
After which, we get yet another Airsoft Fatty boxing session. I cannot get enough of watching the big man better himself, if I'm being honest. For as much of a clear, autistic wacko as he can be, it's really fun to see his physical interactions with Gold Striker.
The punches, the jab is one, the cross.
The house quiet downs as the Bloods do their independent reading. Meanwhile, the Crips have a group study session, talking strategy and game. Jose makes her way upstairs and starts another confrontation with perhaps her best zinger yet.
Hey. Yeah. Come on to our hood. Yeah. That book bag on. Yeah.
Acting like you ain't got a book bag on too. Let me catch you without your book bag. 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 I want y'all Mr. Ghost Striker on your ass. Let me catch you without your book bag. That's why I got my shirt tucked in. I respect the teach.
Right in the head.
Yeah.
Hurry it up. Come on, downstairs.
You don't know shit about that PEMDAS. You ain't learning.
I know PEMDAS.
Yeah, PEM this dick, bitch.
Pem this dick, bitch. Followed by my now #1 fatty moment of the show, as he catches the opposition in the kitchen.
But you bitch ass fucking Crips ain't gonna do shit. Nigga.
As a side note, Jet announced on Twitter that Day 29 will feature a special guest, a black man of hip-hop background. Wonder what that could be about. Peppa gets taken upstairs to bake bread for the producers, figuratively, doing some more ad reads. Gold Striker then talks to Jose in private with what is almost definitely a bit, but letting her know that her victory is all but assured. However, the prize money will be reduced by 70%.
I think you're probably gonna win the thing because you're like more popular than everybody else by like 70%. How pissed would you be if the grand prize was like $12,000?
I mean, less than expected, but more than I expected when I came here, so.
Would you like sue us or like be fucking pissed off enough to make a public stink about it?
I'm kind of disappointed, but I know it is what it is.
Well, okay.
I don't think this is actually going anywhere. If anything, Gold Striker could be just trying to get Josie to let her guard down and take the challenges more lightly so that the door is open for other contestants to take the spotlight. But whatever his motivation is, it's to get into Josie's head. This is almost definitely the case, by the way, because he then talks to Jet about perhaps being able to convince Vance to just pay them for the win.
Is it true that he's rich?
Yeah.
Can we literally ask him for money?
We're supposed to be paying him.
Can we, because I think he might want the win more than he wants the money.
So sell him the win?
Yeah.
How much?
We just basically, the like 12,000 or whatever that we have.
Yeah.
After which they have Josie come in to give an in-depth critique and refining of her plushy begging grift. This is actually working, by the way, as Josie has legitimately gotten almost 20 plushies in the last few days, almost $10,000 worth. I am convinced at this point that the Josie whales are in fact just rich crypto bros. The Crips and the Bloods end up having a full-on shootout using Nerf guns provided by the crew, and Tax will join up as a mercenary for the Bloods in order to even the numbers.
You're retarded. Oh, nah, you got me the stomach. Nah, that shit don't count. What does 2 times mean?
Nothing.
Shit, okay? So the end of shit. Word. Yeah.
That's on my hair. What does that mean? That is not. Your next daughter, clean it out. It's a bulletproof chestnut, not a bulletproof necklace.
Over with, my boy. Go ahead.
Hey, yo. Shit, bro.
Oh, fuck, you got me. You got me in the head.
Hey, yo, what?
It's like, no, baby, what?
Yeah. That was the head, right?
Vance was victorious, despite Fatty trying not to call a headshot, but that just kind of comes with the territory of being an autistic person playing a competitive game. Sometime after, Gold Striker tells Letty that she needs to let Chris riz her up a bit for the viewers, and that she should give him a back rub to really spice things up. She counteroffers with, she'll give him a back rub for a fish buck. As we know, with Letty being the money-grubbing creature that she is, she ended up having to actually think pretty thoroughly about going through with this. Once the producers let them in a room together, Letty got cold feet. Good guy Ben makes sure to let Letty know, though, how she's breaking Chris's heart.
Fucking care! He's fucking pouring his heart out! He's putting it all on the line! And you're treating it like a fucking joke? What is this, a fucking joke? Do you not give a fuck? Chris is doing it.
Afterwards, a dejected and downtrodden Chris makes his way downstairs to cook up a meal. And you guys should know where this is going.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He sets off the fire alarm for the 5th time. Almost every time this guy has touched the stove, he starts burning something. I don't know how he does it. This time, however, Gold Striker himself steps in. They get it under control and Chris is able to enjoy his meal. Throughout the rest of the night, the fish do get a break from the producers in order to prepare for their big day tomorrow. It's been about a week of doing these now, and I gotta admit, it's been a bit of a grind to keep up with the rundowns, as I do have my day job and other responsibilities. But please do like and sub if you enjoyed the rundown and give me any feedback, because I'm going to continue these and hope that the crew can shout out the channel to really get these recaps out to people who want to catch up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next rundown.